The Road Less Traveled, Understanding True Love and Growth. Introduction. Have you ever wondered what love really means? Not just the butterflies and excitement of falling in love, but the deeper, more enduring kind of love that shapes our lives? In 1978, psychiatrist M. Scott Peck published The Road Less Traveled, a book that would go on to sell millions of copies and change how many of us think about love, growth, and what it means to truly care for another person. I first encountered this book during my college years in 1998, and its insights have stayed with me ever since. Today I want to share what I learned from Peck's wisdom and how it's shaped my own journey. What love is and isn't. According to Peck, love is the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. Notice the word will here. Peck believes that love isn't just a feeling, it's an action born from conscious choice. Those butterflies we feel when we fall in love, that's not really love, says Peck. It's a temporary collapse of our ego boundaries, a regression to that infantile state when our identities were merged with our mothers. Eventually, these feelings fade, and our ego boundaries snap back into place. Another misconception is that love means self-sacrifice. Peck argues the opposite. When we frame our actions as doing something for someone else, we're often ignoring our own responsibility in the relationship. As Peck writes, whenever we think of ourselves as doing something for someone else, we are in some way denying our own responsibility. Whatever we do for someone else, we do because it fulfills a need we have. The paradox of self-love. Here's where Peck's wisdom gets particularly interesting. He suggests that true love is actually self-replenishing. It doesn't drain us, it fills us up. The paradox is that self-love and love of others are inseparable. Until we can feel whole within ourselves, we can't genuinely love another person. We'll just be trying to fill our own emptiness. Peck describes what he calls passive-dependent personality disorder, a common condition where people are so busy seeking to be loved that they have no energy left to love others. They're like starving people, constantly scrounging for emotional food. These relationships tend to increase dependency rather than fostering independence. They trap and constrict rather than liberate. The courage to grow. On some level, spiritual growth and therefore love always requires courage and involves risk. It's frightening to change to grow, but as Peck reminds us, courage is not the absence of fear, it is the making of action in spite of fear. When we're secure enough in ourselves, we become more capable of handling commitment. We know that our struggles and disagreements won't destroy the relationship because we have a foundation of security. Love is judicious. True love isn't just about comfort and support. Sometimes it means confrontation. It means argument, struggle, pushing and pulling. Love requires thoughtful, sometimes painful decision-making. When we truly care for someone, we might need to confront behaviors or patterns that are harmful to their growth. But this requires wisdom and self-awareness. Before we step in to play God, we need to carefully examine our motives and the worth of our wisdom. My personal journey. When I first read this book in college, it challenged me with a powerful question. Life is a series of problems. Do we want to moan about them or solve them? I've chosen to confront the problems in my life, which can be frightening, but I found that feeling empowered and active is better than the false stability of remaining in hopelessness. I've learned that avoiding legitimate suffering often makes us feel less human. We develop rigid thought patterns that shut down our emotions to maintain our denial. A lack of awareness, as I've experienced, can feel like a living death. Rereading this book recently reminded me of what I'm trying to do and why. Pursuing higher education was an act of self-love. I'm making peace with the scared person inside who once dominated me. I finally found my way to a place in my psyche where love can exist. It's progress, and I feel good about it. Peck's wisdom reminds us that true love isn't about dependency or losing ourselves in another person. It's about two whole individuals choosing to be together and supporting each other's growth. Love respects individuality and consciously nurtures it, even at the risk of separation. When we extend our limits this way, we grow into larger states of being. It is through reaching toward evolution that we evolve.